Drop it.
Absolute control.
Syndra's Q ability is Dark Sphere. She conjures a sphere within a target location and it deals magic damage in an area. Her other abilities can manipulate this sphere. Syndra's E ability is Force of Will. Upon casting it, she can grab a minion or her Dark Sphere. Upon casting it a second time, she can throw the minion or sphere to do damage and slow the enemy.
By force of will.
Syndra's W, Scatter of the Weak, deals magic damage in a cone and knocks enemies away based on how close they are.
People fear what they cannot understand.
Syndra's R and her ultimate is Unleash Power. She draws upon 4 spheres and any more placed and attacks the enemy with them.
I am in control.
Syndra's passive is Transcendence. Each of her abilities gain a specialty effect after being maxed. Dark Sphere deals 20% damage to champions. Force of Will, projectiles are briefly knocked into the air. And Scatter the Weak, the cone width is increased. Okay, I'm going to talk about my opinion of Syndra right now, and you'll be seeing some fights in the background. I am the darker Syndra, and my friend helping me out is the red coloured Syndra, which, by the way, is not her skin, because at the time of this, there was no skin. In my opinion, she is, I think, quite hard to use, quite like Oriana from what I've seen. Her sphere is very important in what she does, because if you don't have... Okay, let's just say with her Force of Will, that is, you know, can push the sphere along and does damage and stuns, I believe, off the top of my head. With where she can throw enemies, and also her sphere does a lot of damage, and I believe that stuns. And also her ultimate does more damage the more spheres there are. And really keeping that sphere alive is really crucial to playing her well. I'm no expert, but I just played her for the time I was recording. But she is, I would say, not hard to play, but she'll be hard to master. Now, when it comes to her items that I think should be bought, I would say, obviously, since she's an AP, she's going to need, obviously, AP, and you'll have to build off what is happening in-game, and how your runes masteries are, etc. But, personally, I think cooldown reduction is very important for her, because if you do stuff up the Dark Sphere, like, it will happen to everyone. If you do stuff up the Dark Sphere, you can't do as much damage than if you had it. So, but even though with her W, you can pick up minions, which is, you know, a help. But if you're in a team fight, there's going to be no minions there, and you're going to have to use the Dark Sphere. So, I think cooldown reduction will be very good. I think mana regen and mana will be very good, because you're going to have to be poking a lot. Because, to be honest, her burst is not very good. You're going to have to, from how I played, you're going to have someone else there to help you finish off. Unless you can go really sneaky and go around and do your ultimate and, you know, throw a minion or something. But that's what I think is going to be happening. So cooldown reduction, mana regen, mana, ability power is how I would build her. Obviously, if you guys play her, you'll obviously find other ways. And also, if you have a lot of cooldown reduction or mana regen, you won't have to do as much of that through buying items. You'll just be able to have it through your runes.